Alright guys, here's a part 2 video of our Jun snow deck. I accidentally hit the stop recording button, but this is part 2. I forgot what game we're on. But hopefully we can get to 7. No lands, but would have been insane if like we cut 2 of these spells for like a land. But okay, this is a lot more appealing. What do we bottom though? Maybe the Grim Draugr. I like the Frostbite. I like the Ice High Troll. They're definitely better than the Grim Draugr, I have to imagine. Although we need more Snowland to activate this, but it's probably still better. So we'll just bomb this. Not going to bomb a Mythic Bomb Rare here. And then with Frostbite, this is insane. I can just cast a creature from exile. I don't know if Draugr Necromancer dies, I don't know if I can still cast it from exile, but it would be pretty insane if I still can. Probably not, though. We'll see. Okay, this is a good card. So I could try something different. I could foretell this cast the next turn and cast the Woodland Chasm, because I don't really want to cast this on turn 3, to be honest, because we don't even have the Snowman to keep up to give it Indestructible, and I don't want to spend like my whole turn just keeping up the Indestructible, so I think this is a better game plan. Get the Packmate early, draw a card. Could have kept up Frostbite, but nah, we just want to play the tap land here, right? And then we can decide what we want to do next turn. Probably just drop the Necromancer ASAP. You could have Feed the Serpent, but I'm not playing around it. I could also wait until turn 5 with the Frostbite, or just do it now. Let's think. I think I'm going to play the Necromancer here. It's just too good. And then hopefully it doesn't die. I can also just trade for this 3-2 as well. So I can save the Frostbite for a 3 toughness creature. Spirits, okay, that's a good one. So let's think. I could attack into this and then just Frostbite. That's pretty nuts. So if I put a counter here, I can. What I can do is this: I can put a counter here, attack with both, and be double blocks and just Frostbite, and get a nice 2-for-1. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, but this is almost a complete blowout. So what I want to do is I want to order a Spirit first, and we're just going to Frostbite the Draugr Necromancer here, get a nice 2-for-1. I can't cast any of this though. Yeah, he's just going to good game at this point. At this point, he's almost screwed. Could have played this to get any extra damage, but yeah. I might want to play around Blood in the Snow for next turn, so I probably won't play anything. But yeah, this is just too far. This deck is insane. Sorry, I'm just typing. I'm giving advice in the draft channel. It's a pretty nice, fun draft channel. Okay. We need black mana. We're on the play. Black is our second color. It's not bad. I'll try it. We have 7 black sources. We're also on the play, so it makes it more less likely I want to mulligan. And I can definitely find some green playables by then. Play this on turn 2, play defense for a while. Maybe find Spirit on turn 4 to find black mana, we'll see. It's not the best hand, but not the worst. Just need black mana to like curve out, put everything online, and this can be really nice. Elvish Warmaster is nice, following Guardian Gladewalker. So this is annoying. Okay, at least we can play Guardian Gladewalker, put a counter attack for 3, make 2 1/1s. So this is cool. I just want to get in for 3, and this does attack past. Like if I put counter here, it's not very good. Here, okay, we finally got black mana. I can cast the Elderfang Disciple, which is less mana efficient, but still gets me a token. I can still attack for 3, he can move this around. Yeah, let's get token value in case the Elvish Warmaster dies. Just want to go wide here. And I don't mind just attacking with all. This is really sweet. And I guess if he equips this, like, I'm still fine double blocking and trading, although that's not very good value, right? I think I still want to get in as much damage as possible here, so let's just get in. He's also missing his land drops from the way it looks, so... Okay, so he's going to try this approach. Move the Gold Vein pick onto the 1/1. He's probably going to put in a Raptor, it makes more sense. Because he wants to get his mana going. So it would make more sense for him to put it here. This is annoying, but I can still attack passive to 3/3. Yeah, he probably needs to attack here just to get the mana going. Imagine if I can activate this even earlier just to mess up his mana base. Okay, so a Foretell card, sure. I guess I'll just play Snowland, attack for 3. I can eventually activate this too, which is crazy. Opponent's down to 10, which is a pretty low life total. If he wants to chump, he wants to chump. I mean, I'll eventually just cast a Lintworm, gain 4, get my extra land out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can even activate this like in 2 turns, mess up his mana even more. If I have my land, of course, but we'll just play this for now. Keep adding to the board. Play Lintworm to turn afterwards, gain like 4 life, make it hard for the Battlefield Raptor to race. The Helm can block now, but the Ravenous Lindworm is going to be a problem next turn unless he finds like a way to get rid of it. He can maybe, yeah, this can block the 3/3, but if he attacks with it, I'm totally fine with that as well, since I can attack back. He's probably, yeah, he doesn't stay back. Okay, so he could have a removal spell here. I don't actually care if he double blocks here as well. Could have like a removal, that's fine. So now this gets worse. I think I still need to trade, right? Although I couldn't activate this on turn 7. I think I just need to get the Lindworm out, right? Am I fight trading this? I actually don't mind trading this. Like, it doesn't do anything. I can give it Menace, but I just rather activate the War Master eventually, right? So I don't even care if it trades for 2/1. Just want to get these chump blockers out of the way. Double blocking here is nice too. I can take out the Fearless, but it's probably just a trade here. Which again, I think it's totally reasonable. I just want to get rid of as many chump blockers so that Ravenous Lindworm can start attacking through. He doesn't have to double block. Is he seriously double blocking with me? Without tap man? I should have just attacked first, actually. Maybe feign something. This Raptor can maybe run away if I give him more time, so I definitely need to just end the game quickly. Probably just going to attack with the Lindworm next turn. He chomps. I can eventually just pump the team. Another reinforcements. This guy really wants to go deep. I can just activate the Elvish War Master now, right? So I think I'm just going to crash. And he needs to make double blocks to make efficient trades. I don't need to mess with his mana because he doesn't have any spells left. I don't think he can kill me on a crackback either. He needs to chump and fall to 2 if he's going with this direction. I guess he can always block here. I mean, it doesn't matter. It dies anyways. So he's either forced to chomp or lose everything here. Yeah, this is fine. This is really sick. So he's going to fall to 4. Everything else is going to die. He needs to chump block the Lindworm. So he's essentially just completely dead here. Yeah, all of his tokens are dead, so he needs to keep this back on defense. Unless he can deal with this 6/6, but I can just make a 4/4 the turn afterwards, so yeah. You really can't miss your land drops in these red-white aggro decks. You get severely punished against not only opposing aggro players, but like mid-range players that inevitably win the late game because they have higher quality creatures in the later game. Like, in an aggro deck, you always have to assume that your opponent who's playing like a slower deck is going to win the late game. You can't give them time and room. But he was obviously missing land drops, which really hurt. Like, if he didn't miss a single land drop and he was able to equip the pick and attack, I think he could have maybe ran away with the game. But yeah, it was already too late. I mean, we can go off. We do need red and black, so I think we'll eventually draw into it. But Elvish War Master on 2, Boreal Outrider is pretty nuts. And there's our black mana. So we're going to play this on 2 so we can just get tokens right away. If he kills it, of course, whatever. But I think this is more impactful if we get out early and start curving out with it. Because we just want to get the tokens right away. We don't necessarily want to just grow this into a 3-3, but this can definitely run away with some games. The tokens are pretty nice too. Priest, I guess that will... If he has a Snowland, this will kill the Elvish War Master, but he doesn't. Wow, no snow mana. Okay. He could have Snowman next turn. Maybe he's just feigning it. If that's the case, does the Guardian Gladewalker accomplish much? Not really. I think we have to give him like 2 targets. He either kills the Outrider or he kills the Elvish War Master. We'll give him that option. And this is probably more scarier threat because I can just grow my creatures larger to attack past the Priest. So he's probably going to get land and then maybe like kill my Outrider or the Elvish War Master. Both of them are quite scary, I think, for him to deal with. Yeah, now he can kill like one of these, so he has to find a target at least. And I can eventually also just Slumber Mound. So yeah, if he kills this, I can make an extra elf token. If he kills this, I can make a 3-3 or a 2-2. So I don't know. Maybe this is the... Both of these are really scary problems in the long run, so the opponent has to choose here and decide. Yeah, he goes for this direction instead. Totally reasonable as well. So this is a really nice turn. I think we Glade Disciple first in case he has a bounce spell. We make it 1-1. And then I think we put it on the War Master. Although if the War Master dies, it's a lot worse. So I might just put on a token. He could bounce a token, but I'll just keep making more. So this is better, and I can attack for 4. This is a pretty insane turn. And I can play the Novel Slumber Mound, sack a token, and eventually just reanimate one of my creatures. If he has a 3 toughness creature. So he needs to play something large in a couple of turns because, yeah, he's not going to survive. That's a fine card. I guess that can block my dude. So I guess I can just attack with a 2-2. I can also just swarm. Like, if I attack with all, he blocks here. That's not good. If I attack with all, he blocks here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that worth it? I don't think so. I think we just get him for 2. And hopefully he doesn't have a sweeper, because this can answer the Stalwart Valkyrie next turn as well. So yeah, this deck is looking insane. I can also eventually activate the Slumber Mound. Although, I need an extra red source. And this is my only red, so kind of locked in red mana, so... Gotta be careful here. But getting the 7 is also nice because I can just activate the Elvish War Master. That's a problem. Yeah, that can just kill me, right? Only have 3 snow mana. I mean, if I attack with all, I can kill this, right? Oh, I guess what I can do is this. Let's think here. I could sack this and then use Card Order to finish it off. Alternatively, I can sack this, attack with all, he blocks. He blocks my 2-2, and I use the Card Order's Vicious Return to finish this off. I mean, that's a reasonable exchange too. I think that's a safer choice, right? I think we go for this. And then, do I even attack for the Elvish War Master? I mean, he's gonna die anyways, so I might as well go for it. Because yeah, I mean, I don't want to do this, but I think I have to. Doesn't feel good, but this is a problem. And I can always reanimate it too. I think I'm more interested in reanimating the Elvish War Master, so I think getting rid of token's fine. Because it does play around the whatchamacallit, Depart the Realm very nicely, so this is fine. I can discard my land next turn. That was an interesting turn. I could have sacked it first, killed it, but then he would still trade for the 2-2 if I attacked. So either way, it was still fine. He could have like a way to reanimate his Valkyrie, but at least I prevent the double strike, and I at least prevent the destroy. I mean, he could play an Angel next turn, gain the double strike, but yeah. I can trade here for the 2-2. If I have a second red, I can activate the Slumber Mount, which is pretty cool. So this does force him to discard next turn, so we'll see what he has. I think he's pretty far behind here. Because I can just reanimate this anyways and then activate ability when it comes down once I get 7 lands. Okay, he's trying to do this instead. Pretty reasonable, okay. So he can double strike me and hit for 6 next turn. In that case, do I even want to attack? Yeah, he accidentally maybe forgot that I made this card, so he had the Crippling Fear. That's pretty cool. I could attack here and trade, but I don't want to, because what can happen next turn is, I can sack this, kill this. If I top deck a land, I can reanimate my elf and also pump it. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna reanimate the Elvish War Master here, no doubt. Maybe top deck a bounce spell or removal spell. No lands, okay, but we'll definitely bring this guy back home. I think I'll attack for 2. I think I'm fine trading 1. Play the Lintworm. Hopefully he doesn't have another sweeper. But yeah, this deck is insane. Holy shit. Yeah, he forgot to name this card. This would have been a blowout too. But yeah. So he needs to find a removal spell. But even if he has one, and I top deck a land, I can just attack with all. He blocks 1. It's still lethal. So he really needs a sweeper. So he would need like... Okay, that's a fine one. I guess he's trying to get back to Saga again. Pretty reasonable. But I'm still probably going to attack next turn and force him to chump. And land is excellent, so now I can activate the Elvish War Master, and he's just dead. Because it gets Death Touch. Yeah, just good game. Like, he's not winning this. He can make the best possible blocks and decisions, but he's just completely dead. Yeah, he sees the writing on the wall. Yeah. Not bad black, not bad Esper Angels deck. Although, like, I'm not a big fan of splashing outside of green in this set. It's definitely doable. You can definitely go like Grixis Snow Control if you open up Narfies and like all the black and blue removal spells and creatures, and green is completely cut off. You can definitely go like Grixis or like, I guess, Esper, but really outside the snow and multicolor decks, I really don't like to splash too much. It's reasonable. I don't think you can get an insane busted deck as much as I hate to say it, because green has mostly all the broken cards at common and uncommon and rare in this set. It's by far the best color. Makes your mana base more consistent, more likely to win. So yeah, I would rank the colors pair. I would rank green. I would rank green number 1, red number 2, because red has the ability to go aggro, and aggro decks are pretty strong in this format, and red green's also strong archetype. But I think blue green is the best archetype because it allows you to. It's more focused on snow, and they have better payoffs. Blue is probably like 3rd, and obviously like white is 4th. But I think white can be close to blue in terms of power level as well, because like some games you can just go very wide and steal them, and there's lots of good flyers in white. But it's also very vulnerable to sweeper effects, and there's definitely a lot in the set. And black is the worst because the creature quality is just bad at common. So black is mostly a splash color. Green and red and blue can definitely be primary colors in this, and white. All 4 of those can be primary colors, but black is definitely a support color in this set. Um, yeah, this is not great. I need my black mana. I can hope to top deck it. I have 7 black sources, but it's still kind of risky. So I'll mull it. This is also not great, but I can keep it. I don't really want to bomb a land. I don't want to bomb Burning Rune Demon, but this might be a necessary evil. Yeah, we're definitely keeping this. Is it greedy bombing a land? I think it is. Maybe Vicious Return could go. No, maybe Burning Rune Demon. Like, we can win without it, like, with this combination. As much as I hate to bomb, like, an S-tier Broken Rare, I think due to the fact that we need our lands early on, and this is a night, like, this can kill something for Grim Draugr, I think we have to go for something like this. Hopefully this isn't a mistake. But I'm definitely keeping these two, because I can kill something with this and animate it too, so... Yeah, let's just foretell. Could have played green first, in case I top deck a second green, but I don't know if that even matters, because we're planning to play this next turn and keep up Frostbite, perhaps. Make sure I play my green mana, not like an idiot, so let's just do this. Keep up red, draw a card. Could see a removal spell, a Demon Bolt on this. I'd be really happy if there's a Demon Bolt. Yeah, maybe I should play green so I can keep up Hexproof, but also keeping up Frostbite end of turn is pretty nice too. But I might just wait till turn 5 for Necromancer and Frostbite so I can get value instead, so maybe Craven Hulk, I can't really do anything against that. I can maybe block it and use Snakeskin Veil. Is that worth it even? I think I need to play green. I don't want to play this into a fight spell. I can set up a turn where I can maybe Vicious Offering. I guess I can Sculptor here, maybe force a double block, and then keep up Snakeskin Veil. Yeah, I like that. Let's try that instead. I don't want to take 4 here. He also have a Sweeper, so I don't mind losing the Sculptor or anything. I mean, I might just lose it, but we have to really play around this. I'm double blocking here for sure. I can also block and use Snakeskin, but I think that's a waste. I might as well force him here to use something. Then I can maybe Snakeskin Veil. Run Muck would suck though, but I can still finish it off with Frostbite. Let's think here. So if this dies, it's not great, so I think I'm just going to Snakeskin Veil here. It also survives the future Shirtland Frostpire. There's another removal spell. Okay, so I won't have any creatures next turn. It's going to die. This feels bad. This feels really bad. I mean, it's an exchange, but whatever. At least this is a 3. Yeah, this is like a 4 for 1 he got me here with. So what do I want to do here? I can play the Necromancer, have it die. Or I can play the Gladewalker, hoping. Let's play this guy out. I'm not going to waste my time. I mean, if I get a land next turn, I can Guardian Gladewalker, put a counter, maybe kill something small. But I'm not going to waste my time here. I might as well get in for 4. You can also have Iron Verdict and other bullshit. Maybe he has a removal spell, I feel like. Like, can I really play around this? Like, that Snakeskin Veil was really tough. But I also baited out some of his removal spells, at least. That was a 4 for 1. But I still drew a card off of this, so I guess it's not that bad. This, I want to kill. Oh yeah, Binding, sweet. Let's just do it. This is so sweet. And I can cast it, so I'm just stealing his guys in here. And he could have Iron Verdict, but I'm getting in for 4. I can't miss out on 4 in this matchup. Probably his Iron Verdict. Now after this dies, I can wonder whether or not I can cast this. Whether or not I can cast this, probably can. I don't care about this. What's going on? Why is this opponent playing like crappy cards? I don't understand anymore. This is strange. Guess I'll play Gladewalker. I can also sack this and kill. I mean, if he has a board wipe, I'm still fine. Because, like... I guess I'll get in for 5, right? Maybe I just want to diversify. I don't know, let's just get in for 5. This is fine. 5 is a lot. Maybe see Iron Verdict. No, no Iron Verdict. Good sign. Oh, now... that's a tough creature to deal with. I could just attack and trade. Let's think here. Maybe I can Vicious Return, kill this, cast it, attack with all. Or just attack with a 4/4. So this is going to trade here. I feel like this has to trade here. I can also just attack with both of these. But I also need to sack something, right? Yeah, let's try this instead. I have to cast it right now, not foretell. Can Gladewalker attack for 4? I guess that's not too bad. And hopefully this survives so I can get score an effigy value. Yeah, let's just get in there with the 4 power. This is fine. And I can trade this off next turn because I can just reanimate the turn after. I can always chump this, I don't care. I can just chump it. I can also make him discard the following turn afterwards, so this is not a big deal. Land, that's not really exciting. Guess I can just attack with both, right? I can also just put a counter here. I mean, yeah, Doomscar's probably gonna trade. I have to attack with both. So then I can at least reanimate the Grim Draugr. I should have played this main phase too. Yeah, I'm fine with this trade. I mean, he can always block with the Doomscar Titan and take 4, but this has to go. These two have to go. Then I guess he will come back, and then I can recast everything from the opponent's side. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, this is nuts. Yeah, he's just completely dead. Wow. So yeah, complete nice 7-1. Lost 1 game. I forgot what I lost it to. Maybe, yeah, it was the opponent with, I forgot what happened. How did I lose that game? No, yeah, it's the opponent with the Battle of Frost and Fire exactly on time. That was the only opponent I lost to, but that was a rare, so it's not something you can usually expect. I mean, you can, but it's just not worth it. And either way, if I curved out with the Necromancer, I guess the Necromancer would have been a 5/5. So maybe by playing around, by putting a counter on a Necromancer was better instead of being greedy. But here you guys go. This is a nice 6-win video. I'm gonna do a quick overview of the deck. And I apologize for the coughing, guys. I have a bit of an allergy. I don't have COVID, I swear. Okay, so in terms of removal, double Frostbite, Blizzard Brawl, Snakes can Veil for protection, Elder Priest counts as removal, so that's quite excellent. We have a myriad of 2-drops to help defend the early game. It's nice 3-drops as well for the mid game that can garner some value. This is more of a late game card though. Some very good mid game too here. Great removal spells, both Cardor and Binding Cardor was a pretty decent splash since I was going to make tokens. Cardfield Killmaster, didn't see him too much, but I could use a nice beefy top end creature at 5, and then 2 of these cards are pretty nice curve toppers. And yeah, took some early red fixing early in the black green deck, and that made us allowed us to splash Frostbite and Cardor. Could have maybe went the 5-color path for the path to the World Tree, but now I'm kind of regretting taking it since I don't have any islands or plains. But yeah, if you want to see again the part 1 draft portion, just watch the first video. But other than that, pretty fun, sweet deck. Let me grab a nice snapshot of this for the thumbnail. Hit done. Add this to my pile of decks, and let's claim our prize and pretend, and open some packs. Pretend we're doing Premier Draft Kaldheim. Pack one, pick one. What do we have? The fine pleasure of opening? 6 cards. I'm pretty sure I don't have all the rares and mythics yet, so we can always look through them. Yeah, Cyclone Summoner is great. Although, keep in mind, you do need to have a good obviously a great density of like shapeshifters if you're not playing blue-red for this. Since sometimes balancing your own creatures can be detrimental, since it does make you lose tempo. Also, against opposing blue-red decks, this card isn't that great, and against decks with multiple Mistwalkers, it's also not that great because they keep it on the battlefield. This card also doesn't have trample, so it's not like a game-winning complete bomb. It's a very powerful card. It can be either very powerful, or it can just be decent, okay. For the most part, yeah, those are the results I've mostly seen with this deck. This card can either be a complete blowout that can change the tide of the battle, or it can just be an okay card that can buy you like maybe 1 or 2 extra turns. But overall, great rare to be opening. Would I take this over Demon Bolt? Yeah, I would probably. Like, even though Demon Bolt fits into more archetypes, um, if you do end up luckily, if you do end up drafting and end up in like the blue red giants deck, or if you end up in like blue with a lot of shapeshifters, like maybe blue green with lots of shapeshifters, this card has a lot more upside than a single Demon Bolt. Demon Bolt is just a nice powerful 1-for-1, but Cyclone Summoner can, be a complete blowout. So the potential of Cyclone Summoner is a lot higher than like a Demon Bolt, or even like even the pack mates, whereas those are more safer, powerful commons to always pick if you want to stay flexible. But Blue Red Giants is a great archetype. Blue Green Snow with shapeshifters, a couple of shapeshifters is also great, and bouncing pack mates is also nice, so you can recast them. So I think I would still take Cyclone Summoner. Overall, nothing else amazing this pack. Provoke is not necessarily amazing. Igna is okay. Best in blue red if you have sweepers. Best card in this pack. Is Fall of the Imposter, I say, but Tundra Fumarole is a worse Demon Bolt, but I would still maybe first pick this because it's single color, and it's still a good removal spell. Like, sure, it's not instant speed, sure, it's not single red, sure, you can't foretell this, but, 3 mana, deal 4 damage is still quite good. Of course, red and white are the 2 colors that least care about snow, but if you do have some snow with this, you can help ramp you up. Yeah, this is I would first pick this over fall. Yeah, just single color. Red's a good color, better than blue in this set. So, let's see. Narfi's quite good. Yeah, I would take Narfi if the rare or the mythic sucks. Just a powerful recursive creature. It is 2 colors, but if you can build a really heavily synergistic snow deck, this is almost like a bomb because it just constantly pump your creatures, your snow creatures and zombie creatures and shapeshifters, whatever, and it just keeps constantly recurring, and it requires a very specific answer. So gonna take Narfi here. Eyesight Troll is really powerful common if you pick up a lot of Snowlands too, since it can just constantly gain indestructible. But you definitely gonna excel better in the late game where you can keep up the snow mana and still maybe keep up an instant speed like removal, or a card draw spell like Behold the Multiverse. But Ice Biting Troll, pretty excellent too in the snow decks. This pack is not amazing. I don't even like the Tyrite Sanctum. Igna is best in blue-red, or yeah, because really in blue-red, even though if you might not have the sweeper to combo off with Igna and get the draw 3, like it's nice sometimes that if you keep up like a Demon Bolt or Frostbite and the opponent's trying to be aggressive, you can just kill the creature and then have Igna trade off and then draw 3. So yeah, I wouldn't mind Igna here. Tyrite Sanctum, let's see. So you do need a legendary creature, and it puts a counter. I just don't like this card too much because, like, the thing is there's exile effects, of course, in the set. There's the bind enchantment effects, but it also just taps for colorless, and it's not Snowland, which is not what you want in this set. Yeah, you really need to have all your color and mana fixing in this set, especially if you're going to go multicolor. Like, I would play this maybe in a 2-color deck that doesn't care about going multicolored in snow, but there's so much fixing in this set. There's so much potential for splashing. Yeah, I would never play Tyrek Sanctum. Maybe take Igna here, but overall, not a very exciting pack. Spirit over Hammer, but Hammer does get second place. So yeah, usually this is like the question of how you want to draft Kaldheim. Do you want to be in a green multicolor snow deck, which is the best archetype, and take the Spirit, or you could take the slightly worse but still very excellent archetype and end up in the red aggressive decks. Because I think tier one decks are red white aggro and the multicolor green snow deck. And one can make the argument for both. If you're feeling like the pod, everyone wants to draft snow, you can forego the spirit and take the hammer instead. If you feel like everyone else is trying to draft the red aggressive decks and don't want to go in the multicolor green snow decks, you take the spirit. But I'll still take the spirit here. Like even though like again a lot of people like to go multicolor green here, like you'd be very surprised because like even in Theros Beyond Death where black is like the best color, sometimes like black is still open, and you end up getting a more busted black deck than you would in 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 another color, and that's kind of like the same scenario in this set, where like green could still be very open and you can just have a really insane green deck where you can splash multiple bombs. But yeah, Dwarven Hammer is great. Play this in the red-white aggro deck. Play this in the red-black Berserkers deck. Play this in the red-green beatdown mid-range aggro deck, and it's still very nice. I would still play this in blue-red, but it's not as good because in blue-red there's the Cinderheart Giants, which can trample. But yeah, I would still take Spirit over Hammer. But it really depends on the scenario. If I feel like I'm in the pod where everyone more like four people want to do the whole multicolor green deck, I would just take the Hammer. Behold is the best blue common in this set. Not the mythic common. The mythic common is Sir Rolf's pack made, of course, but still very good. I would take this over Burke Strider pack one, pick one, and then I think the best blue commons go. Number one is Behold the Multiverse. Number two is Burke Strider. Number three is Mistwalker. Number four is Augury Raven. But yeah, Behold is the best card. So there you have it. Not bad. A 7-win video. Finally got to showcase a 3-colored green deck over the 2-colored white red aggro decks that I've been drafting on my channel. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this video and have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.